My name is Carly Weyers, and I work as a behavioral health specialist in regards to the Nebraska Commission for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. My preferred communication is using American Sign Language. My job is to make sure that there's coordination between services for those people who are deaf and hard of hearing, deaf-blind, and give them the resources they need in order to know what services are available in Nebraska, and also working with the mental health services. I love being able to help people, and that's what I love doing. I've worked with the deaf community. I was raised as a deaf individual in the deaf community, so I like working together with them. I was lucky. I'd gone to the Iowa School for the Deaf, and they had a wonderful relationship with the Nebraska VR. And in my senior year, we had an IEP where my parents decided to go ahead and work with Voc Rehab, and so that's where I met Vicky, and I've been working with Vicky and Nebraska VR since then.
Carly, when I first met with her at the Iowa School for the Deaf, she's a brilliant person, individual, very motivated, strong self-advocacy skills. I could see some real leadership in her, so I thought that she would be successful in academia, that she's a good role model for the deaf community here in Nebraska.
When I was working with Voc Rehab, Vicky would fill out like a lot of different, we had paperwork and so forth, deciding as to what I wanted to do in regards to my future. Looking at my major, was it going to be psychology, mental health, or so forth. I'm just wanting to be part of the human services.
By that time in her senior year, she had decided what school she wanted to go to at Gallaudet University and what kind of jobs that she wanted. So we decided to write a plan that she would be successful in getting a job because she really wanted human services. She felt that that was a need in the deaf community. So I felt that that was a good goal for her.
I was in my senior year, my last year of college, and I had realized that I would be graduating soon and I need to find employment. So I decided to go ahead and contact Vicky and look at my options in regards to what job opportunities I would have. I was wanting to work with the deaf community. She gave me a listing of different websites where I could find different job opportunities, and that's where I found the Nebraska Commission for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing had an available position in regards to a behavioral health specialist. So then that's something that I definitely wanted to get into that field, so then I went ahead and applied for that position.
When Carly came in for an interview, what immediately leaped out to me was her passion, her background in education from Gallaudet University, and her desire and willingness to serve the people of Nebraska. She wanted to make a difference in the world, and that came through loud and clear.
What it means to me to work here in the job that I have, helping other people, that's my passion. That's what I love, being involved with the deaf community. I love that, the different challenges that I approach and so forth, because of the fact that I'm in the same situation, providing mental health services to those people.
Since working with Carly at the Iowa School for the Deaf during her transition years and working with her now, there's been a tremendous change. And I knew that was going to happen when she graduated from college. But her exposure that she got at Gallaudet University and the strong deaf community there, I knew that she would bring back a lot of those skills back here to Nebraska and see a tremendous growth from her. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what she can bring for the deaf community here in Nebraska.
The partnership between Nebraska VR and the Deaf and Hard of Hearing Commission is one of collaboration. We have both the same goal, is to help support deaf and hard of hearing individuals get employment and keep employment and improve their lives.
What businesses need to know about hiring the deaf or hard of hearing, they need to look at their job skills, their work skills. Don't look at their hearing ability, because often they feel like when they look at that person, it's a different communication, it's a different language, but they don't realize that they can find a way to communicate. Some deaf people are able to lip read, some can speak for themselves, some can use writing for communicating, but most bosses or employers who hire that person, when Nebraska VR is involved, we teach them, work with them about how to improve that communication, and so that they become aware and see that just because a person can't hear doesn't mean that they can't work. That's not true.
Since Carly has joined us, she has been a breath of fresh air into our agency, coming in with fresh ideas, her passion, her ability to effectively communicate with the deaf, the hard of hearing, and the hearing. We are very fortunate and blessed to have someone of college caliber on our team.
Wow, I guess I don't know where I would be without Nebraska VR. Previously in high school would help me understand what I wanted to do in the future, what my passions and what I wanted to do, because I was wanting to work with other people. So I don't know if I would be able to have found that without assistance from Nebraska Voc Rehab to proceed with that, to make sure that I did complete my schoolwork and that I have indeed got my job.